my partner confessed to infidelity. I wanted a true man, she sneered. My friends backed her. My girlfriend revealed she was unfaithful. I wanted a true man, she sneered, her lips curling smugly. My friends sided with her. I just grinned, grabbed my keys, and walked out. By morning, my phone was flooded with 28 missed calls. Reflecting now, the signs were obvious, like puzzle pieces scattered over the past few months of our relationship. But after 4 years together, you tend to trust your partner. Or so I convinced myself. It began with minor changes. Emily started staying late at work more often, which wasn't odd during peak seasons. Then I noticed a new fragrance I didn't know, outfits I'd never seen in our wardrobe, and her phone becoming this untouchable relic, always within reach. I'm not the possessive type, never was. But something felt wrong. The way she'd flinch when I tried to embrace her while she was texting, how she'd slip out to take work calls, the frequent ladies' nights with names I didn't recognize. Last Monday, I was sorting laundry when her phone buzzed on the living room table. A text preview from someone named Ryan flashed up. Thinking of you. Last night was... The rest was hidden, but my gut twisted. I didn't want to be the guy who checks his girlfriend's phone, but the clues were screaming at me to pay attention. When she came home that evening, I decided to confront her. She was in the kitchen, blending a protein shake like everything was normal. The blender's hum filled our apartment as I stood by the doorway, watching. "Who's Ryan?" I asked, once she switched it off. Her body stiffened instantly. Then, to my surprise, she smirked. Not her usual kind smile, but something Sharpiemer's and almost victorious. "Took you long enough to figure it out, David," she said, sipping her drink. "Ryan's my boss. And yes, I've been sleeping with him for the last 3 months." The way she said it, so nonchalant, hit like a punch. No remorse, no regret, just pride. "I needed a true man," she went on, smirking. "Someone who takes charge and knows his worth. Not someone who wastes weekends gaming with Liam or watching dumb movies." I stood there, absorbing her words. 4 years together, and this was her true opinion of me. Amid the shock, a strange calm settled in. Not rage, but clarity. "Does Sarah know?" I asked, thinking of our mutual friend who introduced us. "Oh, she's known for weeks," Emily chuckled. "Most of our friends do. They get it. Ryan can offer a real future, not just empty promises and excuses." That stung more than the cheating itself. These people we'd celebrated birthdays, holidays, and countless dinners with. They'd all known, probably whispering behind my back. I opened my phone and texted our group chat with Liam and Sarah. "Is it true?" "You all knew?" Liam replied fast. "Man, you're awesome. But Emily deserves someone more accomplished. Don't take it personally." Sarah added, "We didn't want to upset you, but maybe this is the push you need." I glanced up to see Emily watching me, that smirk still lingering, waiting for me to lose it, to give her the dramatic scene she could gossip about later. Poor, childish David falling apart. Instead, I smiled. A real, genuine smile that seemed to throw her off. Without a word, I went to our bedroom, grabbed my duffel bag, always packed for weekend getaways, took my laptop and keys, and walked back through the kitchen. Emily stared, her smirk wavering slightly. "Where are you going?" she demanded. "Out," I said simply. "And Emily, keep the apartment. I'm sure Ryan can cover the rent." I heard her start to speak as I shut the door, but I didn't wait to hear it. My phone was already buzzing with messages, likely our so-called friends trying to justify themselves. As I drove off, I powered it down and felt something unexpected. Relief. Sometimes, losing it all reveals what you never truly had. Thanks for the overwhelming support on my last post. I never expected it to resonate so much. A lot has unfolded in the past week, and I'm still wrapping my head around it. I've been crashing at a modest motel on the edge of town. It's not luxurious, but it's tidy. And the owner, a kind older man named Frank, has been great. He even slashed $15 off the weekly rate after hearing my story. I turned my phone back on after 2 days of quiet. 28 missed calls, 39 texts, mostly from Emily, some from Liam and Sarah, and a few from unknown numbers. But what really stood out was the flood of social media notifications. Emily had been busy. Very busy. Her Instagram stories painted a picture I didn't recognize. Apparently, I was a controlling, paranoid boyfriend who tracked her every move. According to her posts, I'd emotionally manipulated her for years, cut her off from friends, and threw a raging fit when she finally stood up for herself. Each post had hundreds of sympathetic comments, including from people I thought were my friends. The highlight? A tearful video claiming I'd financially abused her by insisting we split bills 50-50 while I secretly hoarded cash. Ironic, since she earned more than me and demanded that arrangement. Then came a text from Mia, a coworker I've known for years. Check your email. Something's circulating at work about you. Sure enough, there was a company-wide email about fostering a safe workplace, with a subtle jab at recent troubling behaviors from certain staff. No names, but the timing was obvious. I should have been furious. Maybe I should have fought back, shared my side online. Instead, I felt curious. How far would she go? Pretty far, it seems. Yesterday, I stopped by our local cafe, thinking it was safe since Emily hated their coffee. Wrong. The barista, usually chatty, shot me a look like I was dirt. Later, I learned Emily had become a regular, spinning her survivor tale to anyone who'd listen. But then things got intriguing. While grabbing clothes from storage, I ran into Lily, Emily's supposed best friend. She looked nervous, scanning the area like she was scared to be seen with me. "You need to be careful," she whispered. "Ryan isn't just her boss. His wife. She's powerful. Like, really powerful. And Emily's been telling her you're unhinged, maybe even dangerous." "Why tell me this?" I asked. Lily's eyes flicked around again. "Because this isn't new. Before you, there was another guy at work. Emily and Ryan. They did the same thing to him. He left town. That changed everything. I spent the night digging, court records, social media, anything I could find. Turns out, the other guy, Tom, was real. He vanished from online platforms around the time Emily joined the company. This morning, my landlord called. Emily tried to remove my name from the lease, claiming I'd abandoned the place. When that failed, she said I'd been threatening her. He warned me. His cousin had been through something similar years ago. But here's the real twist. I got a message request on Instagram from an unfamiliar account. The profile showed a woman in her 50s, sophisticated, with high-end jewelry. Her message was direct. "We should discuss my husband and your girlfriend. Coffee tomorrow?" It was signed Mrs. R. I'm meeting her in an hour. Something tells me Emily's true man narrative is about to unravel. The strange thing is, watching Emily weave this web of lies, seeing our friends take her side based on her word alone, it's freeing. Every vicious post, every crocodile tear, every twisted story just proves I'm not losing anything worth keeping. Update 2, sorry for the late update. These past 2 weeks have been intense. That coffee meeting with Mrs. Ray A. Game Changer. She'd been collecting evidence for months, not just about Emily and her husband, but about a pattern of behavior at the company. Remember the guy Lily mentioned, who left town? He wasn't the first. Mrs. R had records of at least 4 similar cases over the past 6 years, young employees getting involved with her husband, then helping push out anyone who might expose them. This time, though, Mrs. R wasn't staying silent. She had texts, emails, expense reports, even security footage from the office parking lot. But she needed one last piece. Public exposure. That's where the annual company gala came in. I hadn't planned to go. Why would I? But Mrs. R had a plan. "Sometimes," she said, "the best justice is letting people reveal themselves." The gala was at a swanky hotel downtown. I showed up late, dressed sharper than ever for these events. The reactions were gold. Emily nearly spilled her wine. Ryan's face went from flushed to pale in seconds. I thought he might faint, but here's the best part. I didn't have to do anything. Sarah, a bit drunk, approached first. "You've got some guts showing up here," she slurred, loud enough for nearby groups to turn. "After all you did to Emily." I just smiled. "All I did to her? That's intriguing. Tell me more." That's when Mia stepped in, my coworker who'd tipped me off. She'd been quietly gathering her own proof, screenshots of Emily gloating about her affair in company chats, recordings of her scheming with Ryan to spin the narrative. "Actually," Mia announced, "I think we'd all like the real story." The next hour was like watching a house of cards collapse. Mrs. R timed her entrance perfectly, holding a tablet, as the projector accidentally displayed a slideshow of damning texts and photos. Emily's frantic attempts to control the story fell apart. But the real show was Liam, loyal Liam, who'd been recording everything on his phone, hoping to curry favor with Ryan later. Instead, he captured Emily's full meltdown. "You think you're so smart," she shrieked at me. You and that vengeful old hag, trying to ruin everything I've earned. Ryan loves me. We're building a life together." That's when Mrs. R dropped the bombshell. Divorce papers, already filed. Ryan had fed Emily the same promises he'd given others. Same playbook, different player. The best part? I barely spoke. I just watched years of deceit unravel in real time. Lily, who'd been silent all night, finally spoke up. I helped her. She admitted to the hushed room. I helped her ruin that other guy's reputation. I can't do it again. By midnight, the gala was over. Emily stormed out, makeup smudged. Ryan was holed up with HR. Our friends who'd believed her couldn't meet my eyes. As I left, Mrs. R grabbed my arm. "Thank you," she said, "for not running." I drove back to my motel feeling oddly at peace. Frank was still up, watching reruns in the office. He saw my face and grinned. "Good night?" "You could say that." This morning, my phone's been buzzing again, but the tone's different. Apologies, excuses, people swearing they never bought Emily's lies. Even got a message from Tom, the guy who left town. He's been following the drama through old contacts. Sometimes, karma just needs a stage. Final update. This is it. The end of this wild ride. Grab a snack. It's a big one. The fallout from the gala was bigger than anyone predicted. Within 72 hours, Ryan and Emily were forced to resign. But that was just the start. Those documents Mrs. R had? There was more. So much more. Every fudged expense report Ryan used to fund his meetings with Emily. Every email where they schemed against colleagues. Every doctored performance review. She handed it all to the board. The company's legal team moved swiftly, more worried about workplace harassment and financial fraud than the affairs. Ryan and Emily now face civil lawsuits. But here's the kicker. Tom, the guy who left town, returned. And he brought evidence, tons of it. He'd documented everything before he left, including the smear campaign Emily and Ryan ran against him. He just hadn't known how to use it. Until now. Mrs. R connected him with her attorney. 4 days later, he filed his own lawsuit. Then something incredible happened. Other former employees came forward with their own stories and proof. What began as one scandal snowballed. Emily tried to spin it. She posted a sobbing video, claiming she was the true victim, manipulated by Ryan, and now persecuted. That's when Lily finally stepped up. She shared the screenshots of their private chats, Emily gloating about her schemes, mocking her targets. The internet wasn't kind. Last week, Emily showed up at my motel. Frank called me at work. "That girl you mentioned? She's causing a scene in the lot." I took my time getting back. She was perched on my car's hood, makeup streaked, clutching a folder. "I have dirt on everyone," she hissed, trying to sound menacing despite her trembling. "Help me stop this, or I'll leak it all." I laughed. "Go ahead, burn every bridge you've got. See where it gets you." She tossed the folder at me. Inside were photos, screenshots, private messages. Her arsenal, collected over years of manipulation. I photographed every page while she watched, then handed it back. "Leak what you want, but look where your last schemes landed you. People like Emily hate when their tools are used against them." She ripped up the folder in the parking lot, screaming, "We'd all pay." Someone filmed it. It went viral in hours. The final blow came yesterday. Mrs. R's divorce was finalized. She got everything. The house, the cars, most of their assets. Ryan's company severance? Eaten up by legal fees? His reputation? Ruined? His career prospects? Let's just say search engines aren't kind. Emily's moving back to her parents' place out of state. Her social media's gone silent. Those friends who backed her? They're facing their own consequences. Liam sent a long apology text about being a better friend. I replied with a screenshot of his old messages supporting Emily. He blocked me. Spineless. Sarah's scrambling, worried Emily's screenshots might tank her career. I almost feel sorry for her. Almost got me. I just signed a lease on a new place. Landed a promotion at work. Funny how cutting out toxic people changes everything. And yeah, I'm seeing someone new, taking it slow, doing it right. The best revenge isn't scheming or fighting, it's living well and letting others implode. Still, watching it all collapse has been pretty damn satisfying. This is my last update. Thanks for following along, Reddit. Karma doesn't need your help, just a spotlight to show people's true selves.